We have got one more person who will inspire all of you. And let us all welcome Syed Abbas from Bangalore. Okay, he's been in my group for the last 6-7 months. And as I told you in the beginning, that he has foregone other people, who offered him some lucrative offer and all that. And he has stood by me, and he has succeeded yesterday, and he got a fantastic review from customers yesterday, and that review is what is actually kept him very, very happy. And he will now tell you that what success he has seen, and what is in store for him, because he is now dealing with very big projects and all that. Something like about property hai, 4 crores ka property hai, all that, he is into dealing all that. So let us listen to Syed Abbas for some time. Okay, Syed Abbas, over to you.
Hi friends, a very good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here, sir. And before I proceed, I wanted to tell one thing to sir. कि जैसा आपने किरण सोनी के केस में कहा कि सर किरण भाई ने आपको कॉल करके बोला, एक मेरी भी एक हैबिट है कि even if I'm achieving a very small milestone, I first update my mentor. Isn't it, sir?
Yes, absolutely right. छोटा सा छोटा success भी, he will call me, he will inform me, he will message me. Sometimes I don't pick up his call, but I call back. Have I done that or not, Syed? Every time. Supposing when I'm in a meeting like this, I may not pick up. Last Saturday he called up. I didn't pick up the call, but next day morning I called him. So I will not miss call anybody for that matter. Anyone who calls me, I may not pick up at that time due to my schedules, but I have the habit of calling back. And he will inform me.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, he will inform me even small success. Okay.
Yes.
Single success
because
he has achieved, he will tell me.
Yeah. I feel that it is my responsibility to share everything with my guru, because I am your product. Whatever I'm there, it is totally because of you, and I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you, Syed.
Yeah. Yes. So I would like to quickly tell about the experience that I've had in the couple of months after having the in-depth training from Mr. Sridhar sir. Now I was associated with him for a quite while now, but the area that I'm currently living here, we had a company, and this agent, I don't want to disclose his name, I don't want to take the company's name as well. There was a local broker who was operating in this particular area from the past 20 years. And he's been like one of the most busiest people, or you may say a successful person in this particular area. Since I intended to have a collaboration with him so that we can work together, maybe in whatever possible way, whether that is a rental property or a sale or a resale, whatever it is, he got a plenty of contacts in this particular area and a lot of inventories as well. So I thought, let us stay connected, and let's see how the things go. Now, when I visited his office, he thought that I've come as an intern, because I mentioned that I do not have a lot of experience. I have a very limited experience, right? So actually, his assistant had a talk with me, and they thought that I've come here for a job interview. So I was like, let me see what this guy is going to offer me. Let's just explore what can be taken out. Karke. So these people took my interview, and this interview went up to 3 hours. And this person was totally surprised कि how come such a low experienced guy is having so much of knowledge. Because he was asking me questions, practical questions. He was not asking about a lot of theory things. Because in real estate, people would definitely need what is actually required in field. So he was asking me, for example, how do you manage your clients? So I say I never call them. I text them first, and I let people to call me. I don't want to cold call, because I'll be in defense if the people are calling me, then I'll be innocent, right? So this is something that is a really important thing that sir has taught all of us. So when I told this point, he was totally surprised. Okay, being so much experienced firm by themselves, they do not follow this practice. They still cold call. And after me going and having a interview there, they changed their policy. And now still I'm a little bit in touch with the other colleagues in that particular office. They say they're not cold calling now. They're texting. So it was like a basic guy had given him a lot of knowledge that changed their way of working. Then everything I don't have time to tell what and all happened in the 3 hours. He was totally surprised. Okay, how come such a small experienced guy, young guy, is having so much of experience? Then yes. So I told him that I always mention this is one of my habits. Okay, whether I'm meeting my clients, whether I'm meeting any of the owners or any developers or whatever, I always mention that I'm Mr. Sridhar's trainee, or I'm directly associated with Mr. Sridhar. That is one of my habits. Like, not to everybody, somebody whom I feel telling is important, right? So this guy was very surprised. Okay, who is this person? Who is bringing revolution in this particular industry? Anyways, keeping all those points apart, now this firm was actually hiring people to expand their business in that particular locality. They were looking for real estate agents who were offering basic salary plus a very small commission structure. So their commission structure was like they would be providing inventories, they would be providing leads, everything like that. And they would be having a back-end team who would assign us a client or assign us any appointment, and we are supposed to go conduct the site visit and take care of the closures and whatever. So the structure was 25% will be mine, 75% will go to the company. This is something that I really did not like, at the very first point, because I understand, inventories and that all the things, they would be providing, but still, I felt in the very first glance, the knowledge that I have gained so far with the training of sir, the offer that he's giving me is very less. So I told him, let me just see. I'll see for 1 or 2 days. I'll think about it and come back. So he gave me a point. Okay, you please come down tomorrow. We'll have a talk. So in front of his team, he gave me this offer. Next day, he called me to talking in person, and then he gave me, "Chalo, theek hai. I want you to come here. Let's work together." And he was giving me really good hopes. And he gave me a better package, a really better package. In the second case, he asked me to work for he asked, "What do you want?" So I said, I want 75%, you take 25. He said, that will not work because we have the inventories, we have lots of expenses and so on like that, right? So at the end, we closed it at like somewhere close to like 40% in the second day. Then I worked for 2 or 3 days, but one of his conditions was, in case if I'm associating with him, then I will have to sign up an agreement. I will not leave this company to start my own independent business or whatever. Even if, in case if I do that, whatever is the outstanding amount that is pending with the company, they are going to block it for me, and I will never be able to come back and meet them. Something of that kind. Second condition was I am not allowed to use my cell phone in the work. Then the third condition was I should be purely focusing on their projects only, and I should not associated with any, not stay connected with them. You cannot work any other project apart from what we assign it to you. So this is something that I really didn't like, and I consulted sir also. He said very clearly, "Okay, it is all up to you." But he gave me both the things. Karne se kaisa hai, nahi karne se kaisa hai. So I did an analysis, and later on, I thought of I did not sign it immediately. I took a little bit time to reconsider it. Then what happened is, he made me very busy. I really appreciate one point that I learned there. They made me very, very busy. Doing it all alone, right? So meanwhile, we closed one rental deal, and that came under me only, right? So we closed a 50,000 deal maybe in the 1 or 2 days itself, right? So that kind of motivated me. The moment he told that I cannot associate with anybody else, I did not consider it, right? Then after a few days, then I went him and told, "Sorry, sir, good offer, but I cannot come down." You believe me or not, during the time of interview, this guy was feeling uncomfortable, and he was considering with his team whether to take me or not. during the time of exit, when I came to return of belongings that they had given to me, and I told that I cannot work with you longer for this thing. So this guy and his secretary and other people like that, they were consulting again and again to keep me back in the company. They asked me, say, can you please wait outside? Let us have a discussion with our company people, and then I'll call you back. So one person, एक एक करके वो बुला रहे थे. They're trying to convince me in some way, I should stay back. This is something I cannot work. So he told, you ask an offer and we'll give it to you. You ask whatever you say, I'll give it to you. But please come down. Let us work together. I want this kind of a person to be. The thing, what happened is, what made this, the MD of that company to take up so strong action is, his teammates were facing a lot of issues. They were following only total, what do you say, old marketing techniques, old, traditional way of following the clients. And, with the knowledge that I've gained from sir, I had educated them. You cannot be maintaining an Excel sheet. You should maintain a CRM. So they didn't know what CRM is, but they were doing business. So I told them what is CRM. I made the team, the backend team, who were handling all the backend work. So I gave them some tips with the help of which they saw a boost in their performance. So the team was telling, if this guy is not coming, our business is going to affect. So all of a sudden, I felt that okay, if these guys are pushing, it definitely means I'm worth something. So let me just take a step back. So I just came back from that. But I started working, and yesterday itself, we had closed 2 deals. And from meanwhile, after coming back from a vacation, maybe this is going to be my 3rd deal, right? So I would like to tell what happened yesterday also. So so everything went as per plan. So what I do is whatever the steps SOP that has to be followed. Whenever a lead comes, we don't call, we send them a WhatsApp message. We create such an urgency that.
One sec, side.
Yes, sir.
Are you all aware of what is SOP?
Yes, sir. Standard operating procedures.
Okay. Are you all following that in our business? No, right? Yeah, he follows that because it is one of my tool which I tell people, everybody, to have a SOP for each and every property that you take it for selling, not for buyers but for sellers. When you get a property for sale, you must have a SOP in place. So what is the SOP means? Spend time